Well, Dylan's acceptance speech for the Nobel Prize for Literature is pretty interesting. A lot of it escapes me. The meaning escapes me at this point. But some of it I can translate. His thing about All Quiet on the Western Front. All Quiet on the Western Front was another book that did. All Quiet on the Western Front is a horror story. This is a book where you lose your childhood, your faith in a meaningful world, and your concern for individuals. You're stuck in a nightmare. Dylan is describing what it was like to have HIV and to not, in the 1980s and not know what it was, until later on. Just stuck with this horrible, nightmarish disease, sucked up into a mysterious whirlpool of death and pain. You're defending yourself from elimination. You're being wiped off the face of the map. Once upon a time, you were an innocent youth with big dreams about being a concert pianist or, like a rock and roll star. Once you loved life in the world, and now you're shooting it into pieces. Day after day, the hornets bite you and worms lap your blood. It's a blood-borne disease. You're a cornered animal. You're lashing out. You don't fit anywhere. There's no cure. The falling rain is monotonous. There's endless rain, pain, problems, trouble, hard rain's going to fall, rainy day, women. There's endless assaults, poison gas, nerve gas, morphine, burning streams of gasoline, scavenging and scabbing for food, influenza, typhus, dysentery. You're all subject. You're subject to all of them because your immune system is shot to shit. This is the lower region of hell. Mud, barbed wire, rat-filled trenches, rats eating the intestines of dead men, trenches filled with filth and excrement. Someone shouts, "Hey, you there, stand and fight. Fight the disease. Survive. Don't let it get you." Who knows how this long mess will go on? Warfare has no limits. Incurable disease. You're being annihilated, and that leg of yours is bleeding too much. Similar metaphor is found in Chronicles, where he says he injured his ungodly accident and broke his hand. Injured leg, broken hand, both metaphors for HIV AIDS. You killed a man yesterday and you spoke to his corpse. You told him that after this is over, you'll spend the rest of your life looking after his family. He'll do anything if they can get him out of that, that terminal mess. Who's profiting here? The leaders and the generals gain fame, and many others profit financially. The doctors are making a lot of bucks off of Dylan. But you're doing the dirty work. You're fighting the disease. One of your comrades says, "Wait a minute, where are you going?" And you say, "Leave me alone, I'll be back in a minute." Then you walk out in the woods of death hunting for a piece of sausage. You can't see how anybody in civilian life has any kind of purpose at all. All their worries, all their desires. You can't comprehend it. More machine guns rattle, more parts of bodies hanging from wires, more pieces of arms and legs and skulls where butterflies perch on teeth, more hideous wounds, pus coming out of every pore, lung wounds, wounds too big for the body, gas-blowing cadavers, the dead bodies making retching noises. Death is everywhere. Nothing else is possible. Someone will kill you and use your dead body for target practice. Boots too, they're your prized possession, but soon they'll be on somebody else's feet. Goes on and on. It's a vivid description of what it's like to have contracted that disease in the, when there's a, you know, there's a the disease of conceit that the doctors can't cure. Nobody's sure exactly what it is. Turn you into a piece of meat. The disease of conceit. And then Dylan contracted histoplasmosis. What happened was they were doing a tour of Memphis, and where they were staying in the motel was near a river, and a bunch of guys from the band contracted histoplasmosis. But since their immune systems weren't compromised, they got it in the milder form, and some of them had no symptoms. Some of them just needed some penicillin or some antibiotic to get rid of the fungus. But since Dylan's immune system was compromised, he came down with disseminated histoplasmosis, and it went through his whole body, couldn't be stopped, and came to his heart. There was a fungus on his heart. So it's very common in people with HIV/AIDS. Anyway, great work. Taking a book, a theme of a book, and making it work for your own life.